Welcome back, friends, to another reading for the collective. My name's Ross, your favorite spiritual strategist and modern mystic here on the YouTube. And I offer these readings every Tuesday and Thursday. And before we even get into today's reading, I just want to say that for me and for some of the other folks that I know, the energy today is heavy, 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 very dense, very a sense of stuckness, of sleepiness, of something resembling overwhelm or underwhelm, or maybe just whelm. So, if that is something that you're feeling, if it's any consolation, you're not alone. I know sometimes it's not much of a consolation, but I hope that by hearing that, it helps you understand. And as far as I can tell, from what I understand, in a few days, on the 6th, February 6th, I believe, Mercury is going to be in Neptune for 69 days. And so there's going to be a lot of this kind of ungrounded, dreamy quality of things. And let's hope that it's more dreamy and less nightmare-y. So, excuse me. Let's see what the cards have to say about what brought you here today. As always, focus in on an intention if that feels available to you, or if there's just some insight into the energy that you might be feeling. Maybe it's a completely different kind of energy that you're feeling. Whatever it is, I'm glad that you're here. And so feeling into whatever it is that you're looking for insight or guidance into, and we'll take 3 breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, breathing in. Out. 2 more times, breathing in and out. And last time, breathing in and out. So let's see what's in store for us today. I was doing some grounding before I tuned in because I wanted to try to ground some of this energy into this reading. And actually, what I'm going to do, put that one over there for now. In the past, in my own practice, whenever a day has been a day, what I like to do is grab these guys, the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck that I got from a place called October's in Cleveland when I was stranded there for my birthday a few years back. And what I like to do is ask for insight into what am I not seeing? What was a message that was being presented? What was the insight that was trying to be given to me that I just missed? That was completely went over my head, whether because I was too in my head or too in my feels. What's something that I missed today? So it feels appropriate to. Okay, let's try that again. It feels appropriate to ask the cards that kind of question because it is that kind of day. And even though I kind of can already know where I took a misstep, that's for me. And you might be different. So, yeah, what did I miss today? Or what did the collective miss in their experience with this energy? There we go. Is anything else want to come out? Or is this going to be a single card day? So you saw that, right? Something else wants to come out. What do you want? What else does the collective need to know? Or is the one enough? All right, we'll start with that. Put these over here. Spiritual cleansing, yeah. I mean, that's the invitation right there. And there's a bunch of different ways you can do this. You can do this by dry bathing, which I can actually show you right now because the hands, you take your fingers like this. This is the prawn mudra, not to be confused with the crustacean, although I guess it kind of does look like that. And then I like to start like at the elbow, or you can go actually up to the shoulder, and you just, you do that as many times as feels appropriate. You can go across your body from shoulder to hip, so left shoulder to right hip. That's something that you can do. Great way to spiritual cleanse. I mean, I've got the incense burning here every time. It does seem to have gone out, which is ironic. Are you out? Yep. Uh, A bath is always good. I just got some lavender Epsom salts for my birthday. Thanks, Moonchild. And I'm very excited to get into those. So, actually, what I want to do is we're just going to cleanse you of anything that is unhelpful, unnecessary, and unwanted, only allowing good thoughts, good words, and good deeds, and releasing everything else. So now, no matter when you see this, that energy of cleansing will be in this video. So you can save this and come back to it whenever you feel like you need a cleanse. Um, a bath is always a good one. I think that's where I was going with that. If you don't have Epsom salts, just a regular bath, what you can do is before you get in, let the tub fill up. If you're able to take a bath in whatever space and place you're in, and it's a well-known fact that water can hold energy of the words that we put into it. So what I like to do is standing there over the bathtub. It's already filled with water, and I just ask the water to release with loving kindness or help carry away anything that's ready to go, to be gone, to be flushed away from me. That's something that you can do. Those are your options, and there's plenty more. Let's see what the guidebook has to say about this. It's time for a spiritual cleansing of the body, mind, or spaces in which you reside. There is an imbalance, stuck energy, or heaviness in your environment that needs to be released before you proceed further. Yeah, heaviness, stuckness, just what I was saying. The Hamsa is a palm shaped amulet popular throughout the Middle East and North Africa. The word Hamsa, also spelled Kamsa or Hamesh, means five and refers to the fingers of the hand. In Jewish culture, the Hamsa is called the hand of Miriam. In some Muslim cultures, the hand of Fatima. And I want to see what this card was. Ooh, the terrible visions. Seven of Cups reversed. And this seems like it goes hand in hand. Hamsa, and this is the one that came out first. And all of those all of those visions that you might have had or have been having are possibly blocked because of this cleansing that needs to happen. And when we say blocked, I think in this case it's the idea of you got a river, and there might be debris, fallen trees, things like that that are blocking up the flow of the water. And so what you need to do is go down to the river, clear out those logs, clear out the debris so that the water can flow again. So when we say it's blocked, it doesn't mean that it's really anything that you're doing. Maybe it's just the time. There are some places here in the city that aren't open on certain days. If you were trying to go to Allegro Bakery in the Squirrel Hill neighborhood, I think they're closed on Mondays. So if you tried to go there on Monday for a delicious sourdough slice, or they have these really massive cinnamon rolls, If you went there on a Monday, you would be blocked from getting it. It doesn't mean you did anything wrong or you were bad or anything like that. It's just that the pathway was blocked. The doors were closed because they were closed on a Monday. You go back on a Tuesday or any other day of the week, they would be there, the things would flow. When things feel blocked or stuck or heavy, the invitation is to do a spiritual cleansing. So, wash your hair, wash your feet, trim your fingernails, all of those fun things. Take care of your body, nourish it with tasty foods that you love, even if they're not, quote unquote healthy. Sometimes, sometimes the cinnamon roll can help with a lot. So let's wrap this up with some wisdom from Hafiz. Hafiz, my friend, what do you have to tell us today? What is ready to be revealed? And if you find value in these readings, as always, I post my donation links in the description. Always welcome, never required. And I will also post that I am offering a transformational breathwork journey on Saturday, February 14th. It is a Valentine's Day, Anti-Valentine's Day themed breathwork journey. So if you've been grieving the loss of a relationship or are grieving a loss of a relationship, or you're just fed up with the capitalism of the holiday, then this is a breathwork journey for you. I will leave that in the description below as well, and you can come check that out. What do you have for us today, Hafiz? Was it you that wanted to come out? Who wants to come out? Who wants to come out? Okay, here we go. Invite peace, 29. We had 50 for the spiritual cleansing, 29. Be relevant. Invite peace. Let's see. Flip right to it. Every movement and sound we make, in some real way, is a prayer call, inviting the holy to wed ever and ever more deeply with us. It's time to make peace your number one priority. And in order to do that, you must relinquish all desires to be right or good or even understood. Peace surpasses all thought and understanding because it comes from beingness. There is no right and wrong in this moment, only the space between knowing and accepting all as it is. And that space can be quite uncomfortable. That space before we accept is a challenge. I'm not going to try to sugarcoat it, and it's different for everyone, and there are definitely layers to it. I like to think of reality not so much as a circle, but as a spiral. We keep coming back to the same things to see if they are still triggering us or still affecting us in the same way. And when we choose to invite peace in, like the book says, it's not about being understood, it's just about allowing that peace to kind of permeate all parts of ourselves, all aspects. And so we could go to Allegro Bakery on a Monday and they would be closed. But if we are inviting peace to walk with us, then we might be disappointed, but we might still enjoy the fact that the sun was out that day, or that we got to move our body, or maybe we go into a new store that we've never gone into, or we see an old friend on the sidewalk and there's a reunion, and there is peace that is available in all of those moments. Again, not always easy. It's definitely easier to say than it is to live out, but that's the invitation that we're receiving today. So I'm going to leave you with that and just encourage you to do some kind of cleansing work. If it's the dry bathing, uh, anything like that, go out, get your feet in the earth if that's available to you wherever you are. And in any case, I will see you here next Tuesday for another reading for the collective. But until then, my friends, I wish you nothing but peace, love, and happiness from this day forward. Take care.